Hey, welcome back to Southern Lightwork, people. I'm starting this reading at 11:11 on an 11:11 portal. It wasn't exactly planned that way, but when I walked in here to the desk and looked at my clock, that's what time it was. So I consider that alignment. I don't know about you. I am grateful for that. Welcome back to Southern Lightwork, folks, on this beautiful Tuesday, day of remembrance also for those who have served our country in the armed forces. Happy Veterans Day to any veterans watching. Let me adjust that, sorry. You can see my coconut water. It's all good. So I just took my trash out and trying to get everything kind of situated before I sat down here because I don't know what's about to come out, but I definitely want to do an energy read for this 11:11 portal, and particularly I like to do readings on and around portals because it's just nice to see what I like to ask what is on the other side of the portal, behind us, and what's ahead of us. So, yeah, I'm just going to do a quick reading with my deck, the Black Churchish Oracle. I get some initial cards from this deck. So, I'm just thanking the Most High God. I'm thanking my ancestors, my spirit team, my archangels who constantly protect and watch over me. I also did a really nice meditation tonight, live meditation with Made for Love, one of my favorite readers, and Third Eye Yari, also one of my favorite readers and teachers. She has the School of Spirits on Facebook. If anybody wants to join, she teaches everything from numerology to aura reading to mediumship to Reiki. Just she's fantastic, just a powerhouse. And yeah, just look them both up if you want the truth about any situation, because they are the truth. All right, unsolicited plug. Yeah, so let's see what we got, what Spirit needs us to know on and around this 11:11 portal. From what I understand, 11:11 is about guidance. It's about being on the right track, confirmation that you're on the right track. So for those of you watching, there is surely going to be a message in here for you. Take what resonates. Do not take what does not apply to you. Don't try to make it fit. Don't try to bend it, twist it, flip it, rub it down. Oh no, don't do it. All right. I'm going to open my coconut water though because I'm a little thirsty. That coconut water ain't got no business being that tasty. All right. Let's see. What do we need to know in and around this 11:11 portal, Spirit? Steward. Okay, there's something about money. If it's not about money, it's about just being a responsible about something that's been entrusted to you. So we'll see what else comes with that. Spiritual, not religious. Let me hold these up so you can see them. My boy is holding a bag of money, and there's some spilling out. They're kind of strung together, but I wanted to kind of look like the money is falling out of the bag. It's so much. So, and then this one is a young feminine looking out at the moon. So there's something about getting on the right side of your spirituality or figuring out what it is, the repast. Been to one of those recently and about to go to another one after a funeral, the meal. But this card is about letting other people take care of you when you're having a hard time. Like, it is definitely about receiving, being able to receive. So there's that. I'll get 2 more. Liturgical Dance. And I tell you, when I do portal readings, these cards come out. These 2 in particular, the Repast and the Liturgical Dance. That one to me is like the 6 of Wands, like something public, something victorious. Dance is all about like moving your body, moving energy, but it also is very commonly used in celebrations, right? And Acolyte. This is about being a leader, bringing a light to a situation, bringing light to the world. You know, even though there's a kid depicted here, it's not necessarily something small. Like this definitely means something big. It may have been mischaracterized as something small. Okay, bottom of the deck we have Radical Acceptance. Okay, so I'm gonna let it all tie together before I read this guidebook. Let me get, kind of feel like I want to do try not to use all the same decks all the time. But let me do this Star Codes Astro Oracle. Just got this one, I'm digging it for sure. Yeah, I'll get some more Oracle, then I'll get some Tarot. These cards are a little stiff, but we'll make it work. Also really cold right now, unseasonably cold in Georgia. Like it gets cold around this time after Halloween. It's usually the marker, like it's gonna be cold on Halloween and after, but it's been like 40 degrees at night and then 60 degrees or 75 degrees during the day. So I think today and tomorrow I think I'll probably be the coldest. Actually, it's gonna stay cold all day, which I don't mind. I'm so sick of being hot. I don't know about y'all, but everything that I say in a reading and everything that happens during the reading is part of the reading. So let's keep that in mind. Something is cold. Something has turned cold, like drastically cold from. It's given like a quick turnaround of something. Let's see. What else about Stuart can you tell us, Spirit? Oh, bear with me. I'm trying to keep these cards from slipping out too much. Okay, thank you. Progressions. It's a journey. It's a clock with some really large hands on it. What time is it on? 9. It's like 9:39. The car is a 56. It reduces to an 11 for 11. 11. Thank you. Something about money and progression. So your money may be about to grow. Your responsibilities with money may be expanding. Spiritual, not religious. Can you tell us about spiritual, not religious? Why is that here, Spirit? It's too many. Actually. Thank you. Virgo, digest. This is looking like harvest. It's number 6. But it's looking like, you know, somebody holding these. I don't know the difference between wheat and barley, but they're holding some wheat, it looks like caressing it, like they're doing something to harvest it. I don't know anything about that either, like how it's harvested, what you do with the branches when you pull it, but this person is definitely intimately involved in their harvest. but it's the subtext is digest. So there's something about digesting your harvest, being able to digest it. Sixes are about balance, and this is a 9. This could be yin and yang energy. 6 and 9, also Cancer. The symbol for Cancer looks like the 6 and a 9 sideways. What about the repast? It's like 12 cards. I'm going to put it back. What about the repast, Spirit? What else can you tell us about that? Okay. All right, we're going to take 2. Another 11, Aquarius, collaborate. This is someone holding their bowl up to this vase. It's pouring liquid into it. Looks like water. Could be milk. I don't know, it's kind of translucent. I'm going to say it's water. So, something about collaboration. And 8, Scorpio, investigate. I pulled this out too before. We are in Scorpio season. So investigate and collaborate with the repast. With letting people take care of you. That feels like I keep pulling stuff about Soul Tribe. And that's giving like, be cautious, but also be willing to collaborate and to receive, because this card, they're 2 people, obviously. Actually, let me see, there's more than 2 sets of hands here. Oh, looks like we got like multiple hands. Just 2 people at the top, because there are 3 hands that you can see, and then another set of hands at the bottom. So it may be that this is you. You could resonate with the receiver of the water that's being poured, or the giver. If you're already part of Soul Tribe and you're trying to pour into someone else. Aquarius is also about like innovation, and we're in the age of Aquarius. So there is something about Soul Tribe and give and receive. About liturgical dance. Why is liturgical dance here? Did I just turn that upside down? I think I did. So it's all good. These are a little hard to shuffle, but it's okay. Okay, thank you. Trine, sextile, symbiosis. It's a 52. I mean, how similar are these images? The women in the white dresses, or, looking like birds, and this card that looks like birds dancing together, flying around together. It's definitely about doing something with other people, doing something that can be seen by others. Something that requires symbiosis, requires collaboration. It's just collaboration all over this. Maybe you need to work with someone on a spiritual level this is going to be your soul tribe, and they're going to help you, or they're going to what's the word I'm looking for? Help me, Spirit. Going to add to something that you're working on, and you can add to whatever they're working on. How about acolyte? Feels like 2 cards. It is 10 and 20. Capricorn, achieve. And Mercury, messages. We're in Mercury retrograde, I believe, for another day or 2. Or maybe longer. Just look at these for a second. 2010 could be significant. I don't know why I'm seeing those like that. The year 2010. Messages and achieve. Mercury, the planet of communication. This could be about a Gemini or a Virgo, since Mercury is their ruling planet. Capricorn, achieve. With the Acolyte. There's something that you're supposed to achieve by messages, by what you say, by what you send. This is a beautiful goat kind of like leaping through some flowers. At least they look like flowers. And yes, it's also like a symbol of devil energy, but this doesn't feel like the kind of devil energy that you need to run from, right? And this one, this is also given like the way that the snakes are. There's two snakes here, the dark one and the light one. They're wrapped around each other and around this staff. It's giving, I talk about this in my guidebook for Archangel Raphael, I believe it is, with the thing that we confuse with a caduceus. It's called something else. I'll look it up. But that's what that looks like. So this could be about somebody who's in the medical profession. But with the snakes, I'm sorry, I'm hesitating too, because this is it's kind of resonating for me since my Chinese zodiac is the symbol is the snake. This could just be about like leadership, messages, and leading, bringing light to the world. You might be called to enlighten people about something. Ooh, that beat me over the head. You might be called to enlighten people about something. Has to do with health. Could be some healthcare topic or some type of healthcare mission that you're on, or that you will soon be on. All right, let's get some tarot. Bottom of the deck is Gemini, cross-pollinate. That's me. And it's a 3. It was okay. Mercury is 20. That's funny. Cross-pollinate. Supposed to spread whatever it is that you are able to teach, that you're able to speak about. I'm a musician. Maybe you're supposed to write some music and send it out. Like you're supposed to rub yourself on that sounds terrible. You're supposed to rub off on other people somehow. Yes, so take that as it resonates. And let's see what tarot has to say about this. So 1111 portal is the time to, I'm reminded by my friend Yari not to take it so seriously that like you feel like if it's not done right now that it can't be done. As you know, there are some very perfectionist driven people out there who feel like it has to be all or nothing. If it's not done now, then it just ain't gonna happen. But like, take it as an opportunity, like other opportunities. But you know, it is important, but it's not the end of the world if you can't get everything done that you want to get done right now for this 1111 portal, right? Steward and progressions. 12 and 11. 9 of Pentacles. I'm saying it's about money. It's about stability. It's about material wealth, abundance. Your money's about to grow, baby. It's about to grow for sure. Whatever you're doing, whatever seed you've planted, it's about to be overflowing. And with journey, it's going to be like there are mountains on this card too. It's going to take you places. Your abundance is going to take you places. That's nice. You're spiritual, not religious, and Virgo, digest. 10 of Swords, for reals? Okay. That's giving spiritual awakening. Ego death. Somebody's going through an ego death. Or has already gone through it. And you're digesting it. You're digesting... Hopefully you don't have celiac, because this person's holding wheat. But, you know, whatever it is that you're digesting, it is about your spiritual beliefs. It's about your connection to source. And in this spread, it's giving me ego death for sure. And the ego death is going to lead to a harvest. That's nice. Very nice. Repassed, Aquarius, collaborate, and Scorpio, investigate. This is about soul tribe spirit. What is this about? Okay. See how those fell? Well, this one ain't on camera. Yeah, it is. The Magician and the Two of Cups. Oh. Okay. Caduceus. That seems to be the theme for this reading. Something about collaboration, about medical. Maybe you're in the medical field. Maybe you're going into the medical field. But whatever it is, you're alchemizing something with other people, with someone else in particular. But that is giving love. You're going to collaborate in some way with someone who wants to be in a romantic relationship with you. Maybe you're investigating them, or they're investigating you, or you're investigating each other. Because you want to collaborate, you want to take care of each other. That's nice. That's very nice. Liturgical dance and trine sextile symbiosis. What is that? What is happening with that? That is a Queen of Cups. So there could be some beautiful, graceful, figurative dance that's happening because of this situation. It could be that this queen who is in charge of her emotions and that has boundaries with her emotions and what she gives and receives. She's kind of dressed like them. You know, like these white dresses, the white birds, and her white smock, whatever this is she's wearing. She's looking at that cup like she's ready to open it, right? It's like, I've kept it closed too long. It's time to open it up. And maybe it's going to be, and this card is specifically about like doing something in public. This empathic queen is going to, male or female, its energy, is going to do something public, and it's going to take off. It's just going to soar. Because she is ready to open up the lid on that cup. Maybe she's going to pour out. Where's my card with the pouring? Maybe she's ready to pour out what's in her cup to whoever is trying to collaborate with her. Okay, so looks like we're dealing with money, with love, ego death, leadership. Tell me some more about this acolyte. Mercury messages and Capricorn achieve. What is that? Okay. The Emperor. Okay. to shed some light on something. An Emperor wants to shed some light on something. They're in Capricorn energy. They're very balanced, very stable. Capricorns are also great leaders, if conditions are right. Let me clarify that. Capricorns will lead if the conditions are right. They are not going to lead anything shoddy, any like a fool's errand. They're not going to involve themselves in anything that is not right. Oh my gosh. Like, for real, for real. Capricorns don't play. They will run it right, but it has to be, they have to have full control of it. You know, like, even if they're taking the reins of something else, they're gonna rearrange that shit to make sure that it makes sense for them. So yeah, this person is they have a message. The Emperor has a message for somebody. You may be the Emperor and have a message for somebody. The bottom of this deck is Judgment. Radical acceptance, Gemini, cross-pollinate, and Judgment. A 14, a 3, and a 20. Sorry, a 20. That is a decision at the end of a cycle. You know, once you get to the end of the Fool's journey, it would make sense that you have a choice, right? You can either go back and start over right at the end of the journey, right before you get to the world, right before you see the results of your hard work, before you see your harvest, before you really just get a chance to bask in and celebrate everything that you've done. Or you can keep going until you get to the world, until you get to the end of the finish line. When you see that checkered flag, whatever it is at the end of that finish line, the job that you want, the relationship you want, the house you want to live in, the city or country you want to live in, a better relationship with your kids, better relationship with your partner, your friends, better relationship with yourself. You could stop. You could make that decision and go back down the wrong path, or not even the wrong path. Like, that's another way to change your perspective. It's not a wrong path. It's just a detour. We take detours all the time until we heal, until we see things for what they are, until we really understand that, like, some things don't serve us. Some people don't serve us anymore. Some substances don't serve us anymore. Some patterns of thinking don't serve us. So we can go back down that road and keep trying again to do it our way, or we can surrender and let the divine guide us in the right way. That's how you get to the world. That's how you get past Judgment. That's the last decision that you get to make before you reach the end of the journey. And it's an important one. But I think once you get to Judgment, you already know what you want to do. You know what you want to do. You know what you're going to do. It's just a matter of staying the course, right? Queen of Pentacles is underneath that. We've got the King of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles is after Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune. Something is destined. Something is fated. And this 1111 portal is bringing it to the surface. We got 19 more minutes on this side of this portal. So what you gonna do in 19 minutes? It's not enough time, I know. Not enough time to do a lot of things, but let's get some charms. I'll wrap it up. This feels like not just the 1111 portal, but like at almost the end of this year. We're also at the second to last month of the year. So time is of the essence. Get to it, as my grandmother would tell me. And my download, actually. She never actually said it in life, but I hear her saying it all the time. My dad's mother. All right, we got a... what is that? I guess it's... like a serving spoon. Kind of looks like a serving spoon. I was saying earlier today I need a ladle. I don't know what happened to my ladle, but yeah, it's giving me, looks like the clock hand on this, but also it's just giving me like, you're gonna be able to dip out. This might sound corny, but I'm just seeing an image of somebody dipping into this big pot of soup, or like it's symbolic about being able to get a big scoop of something, like the abundance that's coming. It's gonna feel like you're just indulging, like you can get as much as you want. You can overflow your plate or your bowl, like your pockets. So we got a big, this is not a teaspoon. It's not a little measuring spoon. It's not a half a teaspoon. It's not a quarter of a teaspoon. It's a big spoon. Even though it's a little charm. You get my point. You're gonna be able to have as much as you want. Spiritual, not religious. Yes. Ego death. It's a heart. Pull this every once in a while. It's a heart with a flower on top. It's like the softness of heart chakra being open. Somebody's heart chakra is open. It's allowing them to let that ego die. Yeah. I know, spirit. Dragon. The dragon, yeah. It's dragon lineage. It is fire breathing. It is protection. It is this is how allowing people into your life, like this is how it feels when you have dragons. I'm presuming I've never literally had a dragon protect me, but it's gonna feel like you have the protection of dragons when you allow whatever this collaboration is being alchemized, it's being manifested for this Two of Cups. It feels protective. It feels like you're gonna protect each other in some way. This is romantic or platonic love. It's protection, I think. Guardianship. Somebody's going to be your guardian in this life. It's nice to have spiritual guardian angels, but it's kind of cool to have them in real life, in the flesh, right? People who look out for you. Also, we get, I think that says, it's backwards, yeah, Leo. Leo energy, fiery, leaders, leadership. Leos also get a bad rap for being really vain. But I mean, the Leos I know deserve to be vain. They look really good. They take care of themselves. They're always well put together. Just, they're like meant to be in the spotlight, I think. So maybe this is about you getting yourself ready to be in the spotlight of some type. But with your big old full cup, ready to pour some out. Get a couple more. It's an eagle head. That's interesting. For the message that's coming, the leadership by an emperor that's going to shed light on something. Eagles fly very high. Y'all know that parable about I think it's a crow that's trying to fly as high as an eagle, and it's like nipping at it, and it just keeps trying to chase it, and like keeps flying up higher, and the eagle just keep going higher and higher and higher until it gets to the point where the crow cannot go any higher. They can't go as high as eagles can. So this may be about an emperor like fending off. The message may be about the Emperor fending off competition, backbiters, somebody who betrayed them, people who betrayed them, or just their own self-sabotaging behavior. Maybe that's something they want to tell the collective, that they're coming to understand themselves. That is nice. This feels like a few different messages. They may all be for for one person, but it feels like different messages. So, as I said again, take what resonates. All right, one more to seal the deal. I never really know what to make of this, but in this reading, it feels like rope. It feels like some type of intricate knot. It feels like some type of binding. Like, not a binding spell. We don't do those. I don't even know how to do it. We don't know where to start. But this is giving the ties that bind. This is giving, people that are coming together for permanence. Like these are people that are going to be together for the rest of this life, for this incarnation. They're going to work together, collaborate. They're going to have romantic, platonic connections and business connections. But this is what's coming in through this portal. This is what's going to be on the other side of it, is lasting connections. As long as we do the hard stuff, we grow our money, we let this ego death happen, we collaborate with people that we love and that we care about and allow them to love us. We're not afraid to shine. We're not afraid to let people see us. Because if you're watching this, you need to be seen. There's something you need to do to be seen if you're not already doing it. There's something you have to say. There's some wisdom in what you have to say. There's some guidance in what you have to say. There's something that you're going to shed light on, or somebody's going to shed light on for you. So a lot is happening. When you get to Judgment, you are almost there. Don't give up. You've gotten this far. Getting this far in the Fool's journey is nothing to to downplay. Like, you've made it. Look at these people are freaking naked. Biblically, this is like when people are almost to the point where they see Jesus. If we're talking about Christianity, crossing this chilly sea. You don't need clothes for that. These people are ready to be called back home to heaven, right? They think they're done. So naked and vulnerable and open to receive. I can't say everything that I'm getting right now. It's too much. It'll take me another 40 minutes. But the point is that you're at the end of a journey. You're right there. If you just keep going. And quite honestly, it feels like all right, I'm just going to say this feels like when people who believe that this is the end, that at this point where judgment's called, judgment day comes, the rapture happens, that was supposed to have been on, September 23rd, that may not be the end. What you think is the end may not be the end. You may think your life is done. You may think that you've missed opportunities or let things pass you by because of whatever chronological age you are. You may feel like it's too late to reconcile with someone, to reunite with somebody, to have true love, to have the job that you want, the career you want, the business you want, the relationship with, people that are important to you, folks that you haven't seen anymore. Maybe you need to reconcile with somebody that you haven't spoken to in years. And you're feeling like it's the end, but it's not. There's one more card. You have to excuse me. I get really emotional when I feel like it's when God is saying, yes, that's the message. There is one more card. This is not the last one. You've been taught that this is the last one. You've been taught that this is all that there is. And this is not a theological message. I'm not questioning. I'm not threatening or trying to refute theology. This is about energy. This is about the cards as symbols of it's not over. Even if you believe it in your soul, try to change the way that you think. If you're still here, if you're breathing, I've lost people recently who are no longer on this earth, which is, that's, to some people, it's the worst that you can possibly do is die. But for those of us that are still here, there's still things to do. There's still work to do. So that's my belief anyway. If you're still here, it's because there's something left for you to do. Even if you don't know what it is, even if you never figure out what that is, if you don't go within, reflect, you might be helping someone or leaving a mark that you don't even know you're leaving. So, and for some reason I'm getting that this is also about people who are ready to give up. Who don't want to be here anymore. Who want to close their eyes and not wake up. And are ready to do something to facilitate that. There's one more card. Hold on for the last card. Because it may be something you never anticipated. Okay. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. It's from my imagination to yours.